Thanks for joining me on Open Dialogue today. Today I want to talk about Tomi Lahren. I'm not sure if you saw it. If you haven't, you should look it up on Comedy Central's website or Google it. The Tomi Lahren Noah Trevor debate. It's something that I'm really interested in. I wanted to see a conservative and progressive debate the issues of the day. If you take a look at it, take a look at the full version of it, which is 26 minutes long. That way you get the full version of it, and you're sure that it's not edited to make one person look better than the other. I'm a little new to Tomi Lahren. I just discovered her recently. I think it's because of the election. A lot of people have been posting a lot of things with their political views, about their political views. And she's been popping up on my Facebook feed. She's the darling of the right wing. She's 24 years old. She's conservative. She's attractive, but when she opens up her mouth, she sounds like Bill O'Reilly's feminine side. And if you haven't seen it, it's a spirited debate between Trevor Noah and Tomi Lahren. And what I would really like to see is I like to see a true debate with moderators and points giving out and a score at the end. Someone who defends their point of view the best, brings up the best facts, that person's response to the other person. People are taking sides on this, and obviously if you're progressive, you like Trevor Noah, and if you're conservative, you like Tomi Lahren, and you like the points that she brings up. There was a couple things, while watching the debate, I was, of course, thinking to myself certain things and hoping that he would say certain things in response. She said something that kind of floored me.
And did you know that a black man is 18.5 times more likely to shoot a police officer than a police officer is to shoot a black man? Those are statistics no one wants to talk about.
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! The heavyweight champion is taking the mandatory 8 count, and Foreman is as poised as can be in a neutral corner.
When she said this, I thought to myself, that now I'm gonna have to think about my point of view. Is that actually true? Now the thing is when you're ever having a discussion with someone and someone sprouts out a statistic, you don't know whether the statistic is true or not. It always makes that person seem like, well, of course, they did their research, they know their stuff. Now, when she stated this statistic, I thought the interesting thing about it wasn't 10%, it wasn't 20%, where you can say, look, you're just pulling that figure, out of the sky somewhere. It was, it's 18%. It's kind of like when you meet those panhandlers at the airport. A really good panhandler, he doesn't need $5. He just needs just another $3.50. Can you help him out? I just need this last $3.50. When you get really specific. The thing about stats are they're like the tofu of discussions. They take on whatever flavor you're talking about. And don't you wish that during a discussion that you could just say, you can just stop everything. Stop. We're gonna need to fact check that. And actually nowadays you can pretty much do it. Everybody's got a phone. You just have to say time out. Google. So how did they come up with that 18.5 times number? How did they come up with that? A policeman is 18.5 times more likely to be shot. Let's see here. They took 628,000 law enforcement officers versus 19 million black individuals. 19 million. So those numbers are kind of skewed here because the police officers, that's the control group, and then just out of everybody, not just the people that the police officers encountered. I have a lot of friends who have opposite political views, and I'm sure if I met Tomi Lahren, we'd probably find some common ground. Maybe our love of chunky jewelry. This isn't mine. This is what I bought for my wife. She doesn't wear it that often, says it hurts her neck. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of Open Dialogue. As always, like and share. You can find me in all the usual places.